Talking a regular, normal human voice.
Hello everybody, I'm Ernest. So today we're going to be going around Manhattan Island on the famous Circle Line cruises and going to see what they have to say. In the backdrop you can see the skyline coming apparent, and I think it takes 2.5 hours to go around this island. Okay, so what's new today, that they have these earpieces that you hang, and there's a guy, he's talking in my ear right now, although it is breaking up. So in my ear they're saying that the George Washington Bridge is way over there, but we're gonna go underneath it on the way around. Now right there is the Intrepid. It is a aircraft carrier that is also used as a museum, like I did in San Diego. And in the background he's saying that that's the highest residential skyscraper is right there. So those right there, those two short buildings right there is the Lincoln Tower. Is a Lincoln Tower for the Lincoln Tunnel. It's a very warm day, so we decided to sit on the inside. There's the Empire State Building. I don't know if I can pick it up. Empire State Building right in between. I don't know if I can try to pick it up. So they're saying that it's hazy today because there's smoke coming in from Canada. That's what they just announced over my earpiece. I'm gonna put the sound of the recording that this was not a recording, it's a guy actually commentary as we're going around.
New York City, because it was filled in streams and lakes and stuff, and the rest of the city was basically farms and grass and whatnot. And then they built the starting here.
Supposedly Frank Sinatra was born in this area over here. Passing Pier 40. I want to think that tall building right there is the replacement for the Twin Towers. I'm not sure if that's correct.
On the right, can you see what she's doing? What is she doing? She isn't that right? So the reason for that is that while they or anything, please listen to the still small voice. Be quiet. Listen.
So they're saying that that's called the Jenga building right there. They're saying that this particular cruise, this Circle Line transferred people from the 9/11 situation that was happening, that it's considered the largest boat movement of people to evacuate the people from the area. So we are passing Ellis Island, where tons of migrants come through this whirl, through that port. Back when the country was growing, and we pretty much have an open gate. The guy's saying that there was 12 million people that came through. Statue of Liberty coming into view. So I came out to get a better view of the Statue of Liberty. As we pass it.
Oh my God, so nice.
No explanation of what this is. Donated to us by the French. So this is Governor's Island, and he's saying that the Smothers Brothers were born on that island. Some of y'all might have heard the Smothers Brothers. And he's saying that here on the Governor's Island is where they planned the Normandy invasion. The army had a headquarters on this island. There seems to be like army tents on that island. I don't know if they're reenactors or what. I didn't know there was a thing to go to there. Oh, it's glamping. It's okay. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing over my earpiece that it's glamping. You can go camping there. So this was a fortification that was built to keep the British out. And there's a canyon right on top. I think he said it was the Rodman Canyon. So they say there's no longer under government control. It was handed over to the city, and it's a park now at Governor's Island. So there's a Staten Island ferry. That's where you catch it. The guy on my earpiece is really saying a lot of information, but it's just so hard to relay it to you guys.
Statue of Liberty, I get kind of a point, case in point. You know, they've been fighting, people have been fighting and dying for us ever since. And what we're going to be talking about the Revolutionary War just a little bit more as we come up the river. George Washington is trapped up the river with the 10,000 men of the Continental
Looks like
Army.
he wants to land on the boat.
British are here.
But he's not. He's going to the dock.
The 256 are. It was a foggy day, 1776. I'm going to point to that story a little bit more in detail in just a little bit. Over here on the left is the financial district.
Must be some kind of heliport there. There's another one coming in.
The Vietnam War Memorial is directly to the left. Those trees are a memorial of the men and women who died in the...
There's a Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge in the distance. Tons of information is coming across the earpiece. Empire State Building again in the background. Chrysler Building should be, yeah, I think it's right over here. Somewhere around, can't find it now. Is that it right there? Can't tell. So this is an interesting building, has a slight angle to it. This building right here is the UN building, and that is the Chrysler, I believe. So this was the quarantine hospital for smallpox. The commentary is saying that this is Hellgate over here on my right side, and that light tower is part of this historical night landmark. So I've moved up to the bow of the boat, get a different perspective. This says it's the RFK bridge. So I've gone up to the top of the boat. We're just clearing the bridge. They're saying this is the third Avenue bridge. Looks to be like the bridge pivots. This over here is the Bronx, off to the right of the boat. This is where we're staying at. So we're staying up at the Upper Bronx. I would believe this would be the South Bronx. So that in the distance is Yankee Stadium. Where did it go? I lost it. There it is. I think we're up the very upper north point of the island. Been seeing like a lighthouse on top of that building there. So they're saying this bridge coming up is the High Bridge 1848. Man, it doesn't look that old, but I guess it is. This is the Thomas Jefferson Bridge. So we're going underneath the George Washington Bridge, and there's that little lighthouse that everybody, some kind of famous lighthouse. I don't really know the history. I believe that's Grant's tomb right there in the middle of the screen. And then just down up over here is the waste plant of New York. We're now almost made full circle. We're back on the Hudson River.
Here.
So we're making our way back. We're almost back where we started. So
Your parents had, that your grandparents had.
it took us, they say 2.5 hours to go around. It took us a long time, and there was a lot of commentary on the earpiece and so much information. If you are interested in stuff like that, and the boat ride is very relaxing.
Commonly beautiful class.
I would recommend it. They charge me $50 a person. So, you know, if you got a party of 4, it's about $200 for adults. So that's what you'll be looking at if you come down here.
But yeah, that's the water tower. So every building in New York has them, they say. I'm sure
But you get a different perspective from the boat. You get a lot of knowledge. I'm talking a lot of knowledge. As you circle the island. The island is 13, I believe, miles long and 2.5 miles wide at its widest point. And it takes about 2.5 hours to go around. And a lot of information. You can sit outside on the top of the deck, or go up to the nose of the boat. You can go to the back of the boat, or you can do what I did mostly, is sit inside on the lower deck. But that'll be it for these Circle Line cruise. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.